folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. Welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. We are out here fishing the saltwaters of Buzzards Bay. I've got Antonio and Phil with me today. And today, folks, we're going to be jigging for sea bass. And I've got a tandem rig I'm running. I've got the flexi jig on the bottom. And I have got a teaser tee about 2 feet above it, which is going to keep me from preventing from tangles and line twist. And it's also a nice extra attractant. Sometimes I catch more on the teaser than I get on the jig. But I've got the 2 ounce model going. Antonio, you've got the 1 ounce.
Yep.
1 ounce, and you got the chartreuse flexi. I got the black one on. But let it get to the bottom, and I'm going to rip it back. The technique I'm going to use, I'm going to rip it because we've got some nice chop happening here. So those fish should be rather aggressive. If it was calmer, there we go. If it was calmer, I would use more of a finesse approach. But what we want to do is attract those bites. This one came on the bucktail on the flexi. Oh, and I think he did, he just shook it, okay. That's all right, there'll be more where that one came from, but the aggressive approach is what I'm gonna use today as opposed to the finesse approach. Finesse would be more just lift and let it fall, whereas the ripping is a lot more aggressive. And what happens is sea bass see it running, they see it jigging up and then falling down, and they hit it on the fall. And then if they don't want the jig, they'll hit the teaser. So Phil, you're running what, the sting nose?
I got the sting nose on only because it's already tied.
You don't want to retie, eh? We do have the chop going, and the chop makes it difficult sometimes, right? Especially when you get a little queasy. But that's going to be the technique today for me, rip jigging. Antonio, you're going to use the same technique?
Yeah. Maybe not as aggressive as you, but...
You're going to be less aggressive?
Maybe, yeah.
That one gave me a nice bite. We got a double? No, you missed him.
He's back.
He's back. We got a double going, folks. This is great, eh? Mine feels decent.
Mine feels pretty good, too.
Yeah, they got to be 15 inches to keep, and we do want to keep some today. This one came on the flexi jig. Where's that net? You got that net handy, Phil?
Yeah. I must have 2. There's no way.
You got a double?
There's got to be 2.
That's okay, Phil. I'm going to lift him in. I don't think he's going to measure. Yeah, that's the thing with the teaser tee. You could get a double, right?
Get a double, Antonio? Or it's one really big sea bass. But it's heavy. Wow.
You got a net up there?
I don't.
Here.
Maybe it's just one.
Oh, you got a good one.
It's a nice sea bass.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, he just came off. Thanks.
That's a keeper?
Oh, yeah.
This one feels decent. He hit it right at the boat. You got one too, Phil? They're brothers, maybe.
Maybe.
They're right beside each other, right at the boat.
Just like we are. Triple header.
Triple, we got a triple. Triple trouble. Mine feels decent.
I hope it's good.
I got a good one.
I think you got a good one too.
I got a good fish, whatever it is. Yours looks like a keeper. I got a good one. We all got good ones. Mine's big. Oh yeah, I got it.
Yours is nice.
Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. We got a good one. You want to get him, Phil? Oh,
That's a
yeah.
big one.
Look at this.
Nice.
Folks, this you got to check out because you're not going to believe it. I don't believe it myself.
Wow.
Double. He ate my teaser tee and my bucktail. I have never seen that before. He actually hit the teaser tee and the bucktail. Unbelievable. That's crazy. That's a good fish too. That's
definitely a first.
That's a first. That one hit just as I'm bringing it back to the boat.
I'm on 2.
You're on 2, we got a double. teaser. Small one though. You got a good one?
I also got a teaser T fish.
Alright, here's a little better.
Swing him in.
Here's a keeper.
I think so. I'll measure him up.
Mine is not. Okay, so here's the technique I'm doing. I'm actually casting. I like to use this method. You might have seen me using it before. But with this chop like this, I like to cast off to the end of the boat, and then eventually my line's going to end up coming to the front of the boat, and then I'll just jig the front of the boat a bit before I bring my line in. But it's a great way to cover a lot of territory as opposed to just covering in front of the boat. Okay, I'm already on a bit of an angle, and it's because of this. We got this strong wind, so it's going to straighten us out. It's going to straighten us out pretty quickly.
Yeah, to sting those fish.
There you go. See, I'm now back in front of the boat. I'm gonna jig straight like this for a little, and then recast.
Let's get some weight to him.
You got a good one.
I put the smelt on only because we got a good drift going. I want to get my lure down there. It's 2 3/4 ounce. So let's seem to make a difference right off the bat.
Well, with this wind, right? If you got a light jig, it won't go straight vertical.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a good one.
Yeah.
I think that looks like a decent fish. That's a keeper, anyway.
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. It looked bigger in the water. Looked bigger in the water.
Measure him up.
Well, I'm gonna jig 3 more times, and then I'm recasting.
15.5 inch.
17.5, and I just got one on the bounce. So that was bigger than I thought. It looked huge in the water, but that's a nice size fish, 17.5. I think I got a teaser. I don't know what I got.
Yeah, Scup.
I got a Scup. I got a flexi jig Scup. If you can believe it. You went after that 2 ounce flexi jig. Can you imagine?
Oh, that's a good Scup.
That's a keeper Scup. Can you imagine this Scup went after that jig? Look at that. Right through the mouth. Can you imagine? 2 ounce jig, and that Scup went after it.
It's well over 9 inches.
Oh yeah, that's a keeper. We're gonna keep that Scup. That's a nice Scup. Okay. Hey, that's a nice size Scup.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Nice looking fish too.
We'll put him right in the cooler. On the end of the swing. He hit. Feels like a good one too. Unless it's a double. Could be a double.
I'm on 2.
You're on 2, we got a double. Every time I get one, you get one.
Mine's small. On the teaser.
Oh yeah, you got a decent deep fish. I don't know what mine is on yet. We're gonna find out. I think I got a decent one, or I might have two on there. It's hard to tell. It's staying down there. What I got, a sea robin? I got a sea robin. Come on. Look at this. Well, we're getting a variety of fish today, folks. This is the fish you don't want to catch. Although, unless you want some cut bait. Okay, we're going to get this guy. Look at that prehistoric sea robin. They're a neat fish, but you don't want to really catch them. Although, I've had people write in and say these fish are really, really good eating. But
We'll take their word for it.
yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, let's get another cast out. I'm going to do this sweep again. But if we start getting sea robins in this zone, we're going to go back up for another drift. When it hit on the fall, it doesn't feel big either. We might have to go up for another drift. It's just a small, it's a flexi jig sea bass, but a small one. Okay. Just a small sea bass.
Like that.
Like that. Oh, I didn't even see you. Where'd you get him?
Nothing too exciting.
You know what? Let's go back. We're going to go back up and do another drift. Good, Mike?
Feels good, yeah.
You drift and you fish.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Nice fish.
Bill's on too. Oh, I missed him. See, if he comes back. Oh, it must be a small one. He keeps biting.
Female.
He keeps biting. I keep missing him. Maybe I can finesse him. Just a small fish. Here's a decent.
Yeah, I might measure. I'm going to measure him up.
Oh, there we go. I finally got him. Actually, might not be too bad. That was funny though. He kept biting. I kept missing him. Kept biting. I kept missing. Maybe what could have happened, because this feels like a bigger fish, I could have had a smaller one going after it and the big one moved in on him. I don't know, hard to tell. Although it's not that big. He just felt big. Look at this. The teaser T-fish.
It's 17 inches. So
17?
deeper, yeah.
Nice. This one is not 17. So it was the small one. This was the same one that was biting all along that I kept missing and missing and missing. So finally I hooked into him. Now, speaking of teaser T, when you go to tie these teaser T's on, or any type of connection where you have a double connection like that, what I like to do, folks, is I like to use a single Uni-Knot. It's a simple knot to tie, and I'll put a link in the description here for you. You can check it out. And Phil's on and Antonio's on.
You're on to Antonio?
I got a rockin' robin.
Double C robin.
Rockin' robin.
Your favorite, Antonio. Your favorite. You got a Scup?
Got a Scup.
You got a Scup, a small one. I got something decent on here. I think I got myself a nice sea bass, or it could be a double. You never know. You're back at it. Did you release that fish?
Oh no, I kept that fish.
You kept him? Okay. Oh, it's just a nice sea bass. You got a good one too?
I got something good.
I got a decent one. That's a decent sea bass. I think that's a keeper, Phil.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna keep. How about you?
I got a rockin' robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Oh,
look at him.
the other one
There's another one
following.
following him. Look at that. They're chasing each other.
Wow.
Look at.
Must be male and female.
Yeah. Well, you better get that other one back.
Came
Then.
off.
You don't
It's
want. Oh, there. You came off. Perfect.
Thanks.
Oh, Antonio's on.
Ooh, this has got shoulders.
You got another one. You got one with shoulders.
I do. Must be another big sea bass.
Yeah. Wonder what you got him on, the bucktail or the teaser?
Bucktail.
Bucktail.
Not bad. Good fish. Female.
Female?
Yep. Big female.
There's one. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a good one. This is just so much fun. You know what? That's what fishing's all about. It's all about having fun and having some good times on the water. Look at this.
Oh, just lost.
You lost them. We were just having a riot out here. We pack a lunch. Of course, lots of fluids. Water, of course. Bottled water. Lots of food, and spend the day on the water. It's a nice thing to do. Oh, I had a double. Oh, I just lost mine on the teaser. I had a double, folks. Oh well. I had one on the teaser and he just came off. But you know what? It's just all about having fun. And that's what we're doing today. We're having fun. And I'm glad that you're able to join us.
There's one.
And have some fun too. We're just catching all kinds of fish. But you know what? Even if we weren't catching fish, we would still be having fun. Antonio's got one on.
Got a good one.
Good one.
Wow, mine's a screamer.
It's a monster.
You got a big Scup.
He's net worthy, I think.
That worthy Scup?
Yeah.
Wow. Antonio, what do you got? That's what I'd like to know.
It's got shoulders.
You got a good sea bass, maybe? I don't know. Or a blue, or you know what you might have? You might have a tautog.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Or a doormat. It feels like heavy weight.
I'm gonna say you got a tog.
Really? It's definitely different.
Tog will hit the bucktail. They definitely will.
There's Mr. Scuppy.
Yeah, that's a good scup, Phil.
Nice one, yeah.
Oh, and
It's definitely a keeper.
Oh, I just missed him. May come back.
It's just a big sea bass.
Yeah.
It's just a big sea bass.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. On the bucktail?
A bucktail. Nice colors.
Yeah, that's good. That's what we want.
I got one too.
You're on too?
Yeah.
Like I said, folks, it's all about having fun and good times on the water. And if you haven't lately, you need to really do it. Just spend some time on the water, enjoy the great weather. If you've got some good fishing, enjoy the good fishing, and just have fun. Let's take a look at Antonio's before we look at mine. Good one.
Nice sea bass.
Mine's decent. Not as big as yours, but I think he'll keep.
There's one.
You got one too?
Yeah.
It's definitely a keeper. Hey, that's a nice keeper too. Not as big as yours, Antonio. Yours was definitely nicer, but that's a keeper fish. They got to be 15.
Oh, it just came off.
It came off?
That was a good one.
They got to be 15 inches to keep. That's easily 15. Antonio, yours was 18.
Yeah.
It was a big one. But you know what, folks? Like I say, if you haven't, get on out there and have some fun. Enjoy this great weather. Enjoy the great fishing we have. Enjoy the great outdoors. And just enjoy yourself. Thanks ever so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing.